Frankly, voters don't need the full truth. If a strong message wins elections, then accuracy becomes optional. Frankly,
Okay, that video, completely fake.
Nah, there's no way. That looked real.
Yeah, I would have believed that if I saw it scrolling.
Exactly, and that right there, that's the problem we're dealing with today. Welcome back to the Crown Academy Debate Podcast, where we teach you how to think, speak, and win. Today's topic is honestly one of the most dangerous ones we've covered so far. AI is faking political content. Deepfakes are getting better, and elections are already being affected. So the question is simple, but the answer is not. Should platforms be required to remove fake political content, especially during elections?
I'm not gonna lie. If that clip fooled me, we're in trouble.
We've been in trouble. The difference now is it's scalable. Anyone can do it.
Good, that's exactly where we start. Let's define the battlefield. A deepfake is AI-generated content that makes someone appear to say or do something they never did. And this isn't just memes anymore. We're talking about fake speeches, fake scandals, fake endorsements, and they can drop right before an election.
That timing is everything.
Yeah, because even if it gets debunked later, people remember the feeling.
Exactly. So here's today's motion. This House would require platforms to remove materially deceptive election deepfakes within 24 hours. Kai, your government. Nova, your opposition. Let's go.
All right, I think we need to stop pretending this is just content. Deepfakes, especially in elections, are weapons. If a fake video can influence how people vote, then it's not free speech. It's manipulation.
You're jumping pretty fast there.
Because the harm is immediate. Let's say, 2 days before an election, a deepfake drops showing a candidate saying something offensive. Even if it's fake, people react emotionally, not logically.
Good. Keep going. What's your core claim?
Democracy depends on informed voters. If voters are making decisions based on lies, then democracy depends on informed voters. And if voters are making decisions based on lies, then the system itself is broken. So our model is simple. If content is materially deceptive and election-related, platforms must remove it quickly. So our model is simple. If content is materially deceptive and election-related, platforms must remove it quickly. Argument 1, protecting democratic integrity. This is about protecting the process. If we allow fake content to spread freely, then elections become a game of who can deceive better. And that's not democracy anymore. Argument 2, speed over perfection. Opposition will say, what if we remove something real by mistake? But here's the issue. Time matters more than accuracy during elections. A deepfake that spreads for 24 hours can do irreversible damage.
So, you're okay with censoring real content?
I'm saying the risk of not acting is worse. Argument 3. Platforms already moderate. Platforms already remove harmful content. So, the idea that they suddenly can't handle deepfakes? That's just not true. We're just updating the rules for a new threat.
All right, let's slow this down. Because everything Kai just said sounds reasonable until you think about the consequences. Argument 1. Who decides what's fake? This entire system depends on one thing. Someone deciding what counts as deceptive. And that's incredibly dangerous because AI detection isn't perfect. Moderators aren't neutral. Governments aren't unbiased.
So your solution is do nothing.
No, my solution is don't hand over massive censorship power. Argument 2. Chilling effect. If people are afraid their content will be removed, they stop speaking. That affects journalists, critics, satire creators, and now your protection starts silencing legitimate voices. Argument 3. Better alternatives exist. We don't need removal. We need labels, context, education. Teach people how to recognize deepfakes. Because if people don't trust anything anymore, democracy collapses anyway.
All right, time to clash. Let's get into it. Kai?
Nova, your whole argument assumes people have time to analyze everything. They don't. People scroll, react, and move on.
And your argument assumes platforms can perfectly identify fake content. They can't.
So what's worse? Letting fake content influence elections? Or accidentally removing something real?
False comparison. You're comparing intentional manipulation with systematic censorship. One is a threat. The other becomes a structure.
And your approach lets the threat run free.
And yours creates a bigger one.
Pause. That was clean. Let's break this down for everyone listening. Clash 1. Truth versus freedom. Government. Stop deception. Opposition. Protect expression. Clash 2. Speed versus accuracy. Government. Act fast. Opposition. Avoid mistakes. Clash 3. Trust versus power. Government. Trust platforms. Opposition. Fear centralized control. If you're debating this, you don't need 10 arguments. You need to win one of these clearly.
Let's go back to that clip from the beginning. If that clip dropped right before an election, that could decide everything.
And if your system took down a real clip incorrectly, that could silence the truth.
And that's the tension. No easy answers.
If we don't act, we're letting AI manipulate democracy.
If we overact, we risk controlling democracy.
For our debate students, this is a policy debate. To win, define materially deceptive clearly, explain your mechanism, and compare harms.
And seriously, practice this one. This is the kind of motion judges love.
I'll leave you with this. Deepfakes don't just test technology. They test whether people still care about truth. Because if everything can be fake, then what do we trust?
Next episode, we're bringing another topic that's going to challenge how you think.
And probably start arguments at your dinner table.
Always interesting dinner conversation. Pass the potatoes. Check out our debate breakdown tutorials on our YouTube channel and learn easy ways to structure your debates. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on the Crown Academy Debate Podcast.